Like, did Donkey Kong Country go somewhere?
Well, it's returned, so why are you asking so many questions?
I'm trying to figure out.
Just be happy that he's come back,
what is
right?
returning.
You know, it doesn't matter what happened to him.
Like, was it an island that just got away? Did we just lose the mapping of it?
Yeah, it's like the island from Lost. You know, it just boop.
Oh,
someone turned the donkey wheel.
But it's also not
someone's
Donkey
gonna
Kong.
get that
It's not
reference,
Donkey
and
Kong.
someone's really gonna enjoy that reference.
Yes, I got it. I did not really enjoy it though.
Oh.
I acknowledge it though.
Oh, all right.
So Donkey Kong Country Returns. This came out a couple years ago, originally on the Wii.
Excellent game.
Yeah,
excellent game.
Kind of a
really enjoyed that.
Return to form. It was also balls hard.
Yeah, it was.
You know, kind of a, you know, I guess in the tradition of the Donkey Kong Country games. So this is now Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. They've ported that Wii game to the 3DS, and they've made a few minor changes, as far as I could tell. You know,
like they've made it look worse.
I hit a wall in that game as far as the difficulty went, so I didn't get too deep. So I'm not an expert here as far as the minutia changes, but I know one of the big changes they made was the addition of optional difficulty levels.
And they've also pretty key. So I beat that last game. Fucking loved it. One of the best platformers the last 5 years. But a huge problem that it had was one of the moves was mapped to shaking the Wii remote. Unless I think that was changed if you played with the nunchuck and the Wii remote, but I played it like a lot of people did. You know, NES D-pad style, like,
sure.
you know, just flips the Wii remote. So in order to get Donkey Kong to roll, you had to shake it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
for a game that it was super difficult, required an expert amount of precision, especially if you're going for some of the secret stuff, that they would map something like that to the motion controls was a bummer. And this game puts it on a button.
Yeah, so this is basically a two-button game. Like, you can use all four of the face buttons, but you know, there's your jump and there's your attack, and depending on what way you're pushing on your direction pad or the D-pad, the analog disc, depending on how you want to play, it'll do different moves. So before I go in, this is another thing I think they changed, which was, and this might be a thing that changes depending on what difficulty you choose, is what's available in the shop for you to add to your inventory. So like right now, before I go to this level, like I could choose to use Donkey Kong's Heart Boost.
But there were definitely shops in.
There were. My understanding though is that they've
like changed what's actually in those shops.
Yeah, there's more stuff.
It's probably cheaper.
It's easier for you to get what you need out of the shops. But I'm just going to jump into a level here. And I believe it's at the, like, when you first start the game is when you choose your difficulty level. So I'm actually,
is it just called easy, medium, hard?
It's just, there's two. There's like
okay.
classic and easy. So, you know, I'm jumping, I'm slamming, I'm collecting these bananas, and yeah, like rolling is such a huge move here. I can see that being
right, and that was like for moments like this, the motion controls were totally fine because you have room for error, but there were times when you had to roll and then jump in order to hit some really difficult platforming sections where it was just like, you know what, like I got that. Like what is at fault is not my ability to pull it off. It is the game's ability to detect the right motion.
right.
So really smart change. Although I played this at a Nintendo event like a month ago or so, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't look that great to me. Like, I don't know what my memory of the Wii game is. I don't know if I can quite go with nostalgic, but
I think it's...
I expected this version to look better than it does for some reason.
I feel like a lot of that is, I mean, the aliasing on this looks a lot worse.
Really rough.
And that's the thing that you know, I don't have the 3D turned on here, but that gets amped up when you turn on the 3D.
Yeah, the version I played, which wasn't clear to me.
Oh, Banana Zone!
This stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, these are fun.
These are fun and really tricky.
Just gotta...
Oh, you gotta get those things.
No, I gotta...
You gotta... Hey! Very good.
I'm just trying to avoid that. Oh, damn it! I got bananas.
Yeah.
I think they also have maybe a little more liberal with checkpoints and with the balloons, which is how you get continues. Oh,
so you playing on classic or easy?
that's the thing I cannot recall what I'm playing on here,
all right.
unfortunately. So that's significant thing. And you see, I've got Diddy Kong on my back, which when you're playing this game solo, that's just more hearts.
You can jetpack with him.
Oh, and then you can also then there's also they get the little hover move there. But you can also play this game 2-player.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you could do that in the Wii original.
I think you could, but it's been a number of years since I've played it. Even if you could, that's not something that sounds super appealing.
Well, and it's less appealing even still because it's not single cart play. You got to have 2 copies of the game. And what little I have played of this game 2-player, like it seemed like there were straight up sections. Like you can roll around by yourself as as player 2 as Diddy Kong, but there was some stuff I want to say like some of the climbing stuff that Diddy Kong straight up couldn't do on his own. So you had to know to like hop on Donkey Kong's back for those sections. Oh, come on. Yeah, what I played of this game 2-player was just more frustrating than than anything else. Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
This game, I remember having a really impressive use of foreground and background. You're jumping in between them quite a bit in some really fun, interesting ways, and just looked really damn good. Like before, it's not the level you're playing now, but I saw you playing a level before we started the quick look where. You've got like the not black and white, but
it's the high contrast foreground background where all you see is the silhouette of Donkey Kong and his tie.
And it looks really nice.
All right, don't want to get eaten by that, obviously.
Probably not.
Oh, okay, yeah, so they play around with that foreground, background stuff, like you mentioned,
Nicely done.
A fair amount. Not that it has much mechanical impact. I never get the Kong, at least not on my first try. Let me go back to the main menu here, just so I can recall where exactly the difficulty options come into effect.
I remember being just really impressed because, like just thinking of the arc of retro as a studio.
So if I go new game, right? Okay, new mode. In this mode, Donkey Kong has 3 hearts by default, and there is a wider variety of items available for purchase at Cranky's shop. Note: you can't change modes after starting a new game.
Okay.
All right. And in this mode, you play with the same rules and settings as the Wii version of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Note: you can't change modes.
Like, remember when Retro had like...
Okay, so I am playing new mode. It says there at the top. So this is the easier version. And yeah, I'm still in the first
What's the next
world here. It's just concept art, images, music, diorama gallery, which I have not unlocked anything yet. No big surprise there. And the movie gallery, which are just cutscenes.
Right.
Oh wait, actually I wanted to... Nerds. Just wanted to make sure, because as far as I could tell, there was no like single cart options for 2-player. Just real quickly jump and look at that, because otherwise, yeah, like it's 2-player is not a draw here if that's the case. If you could do a single cart play on this,
sure, I
could see there being something to it. But I think I can just load this up. Right, it's a 2-player.
Okay.
Right, and then there's these rules about whether you host or join. Yeah.
Well, what does it say when you pick Diddy Kong?
It says so. That's you're going to join someone else's game. don't control menus. You won't. Your save
No
file won't
progress.
be used, and so no progress. So you want to play as Donkey Kong.
That would seem to imply you need the cart in order to get
Yeah,
to that.
and the fact that there is no share menu or anything here that it just goes to. All right, looking for the other player. Yeah, that seems pretty clear that that's. You need 2 carts to tango. Yeah. This doesn't look as great as the Wii version did. I think the aliasing is a big part of it. You're dealing with a smaller screen, so we're if you're looking at this at home in a video window, chances are you're looking at this in we're looking at this in a blown up version.
It didn't look that great when I looked at it on the 3DS either, though. Like, I was trying to hold out hope that maybe it just wasn't the finished version, but I don't know. I guess I expected a little bit more.
So
Even if I understand the differences between this and a Wii. It just looks kind of raw in a way that is unappealing, and the 3D didn't seem that great and took a frame rate impact. I don't know, is the frame rate deeply affected by the 3D from what you've experienced?
I will say I noticed a hit.
Okay.
For sure. So this is the Cranky Kong shop where you're spending those banana coins, or just the regular coins for. You get balloons, and balloons are basically your level restarts. You get heart boost, and a lot of this stuff is, all this stuff is single use. Like there's no persistent, like you'll just have more hearts or anything. It just adds to your heart count, I think, temporarily.
Found this stuff to be really useful later in the game. The game gets pretty raw.
Yeah, map key, this is a good one. Lets you unlock areas of the map that you might not have access to otherwise. And temporary invincibility. I'm not going to buy anything right now, but I just wanted to show the shop before we get into last few levels of this first world here. Yeah, I believe it was this one, Sunset Shore, where
When they do the silhouette stuff,
where they do the silhouette stuff
more than once.
Yeah, it's a nice stylistic touch, and yeah, there are the cart levels where you're just careening around in carts.
People, I remember not being fans of the cart levels. I remember not having a strong opinion either way.
But I feel like that and like the launching around in barrels, like those are like kind of fundamental Donkey Kong Country mechanics. Like that's
right. And like the huge focus on collecting things.
No.
And tons of secrets and multiple pathways out of a stage.
Yeah, and yeah, like you can play through these levels a lot faster. I definitely fall victim to the items.
Well, that's what I became obsessed with the. I was a huge fan of at least the first two Rare-made Donkey Kong Country games, and largely it was because it was that pursuit of 100%, which I think the games went over 100%. They were Symphony of Night style, if I recall correctly. And there's probably something up on the left there.
Good call.
So I remember sitting around with my Nintendo Power Strategy guide, trying to get everything in Donkey Kong Country. And the fun part was that just because you knew where it was, yeah, that was part of the fun was discovering it, but there was a huge element of actually just pulling it off with the timing.
Right.
I mean, those games don't hold up visually so much anymore, but I feel no shame in saying I really enjoyed the Donkey Kong Country games at the time.
No, got those ones. No, I mean, the Donkey Kong Country games are well regarded for good reason. Just for me personally, they came at a time that was after I had kind of stopped paying attention to the SNES.
Well, most people had. I mean, that's what's attributed as the machine's last hurrah. Rightly so. Like most people had started to. It was like, oh man, 3 is the thing. SNES is bullshit now. And then Donkey Kong Country came along and found a way to have it both ways.
Right.
And the soundtrack to Donkey Kong Country is awesome. I love the soundtrack to Donkey Kong Country. Woo!
Oh no! God damn it! Fell right into that.
Maybe that's why people were not super hot on the cart stuff, because it is the one hit. Was that a one hit, or were you just down to one?
No, that was one hit.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshitty.
Well, if you're not good.
Yep, which I'm not. So I regard it as bullshitty. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've read a couple arguments on the internet. That's what I've called from it.
Let's move ahead, see if I can not be a dumbass.
Woo. Or maybe you'll just have to go back and buy that the item from Cranky's store.
It's a little surprising that there isn't. Oh, there's no checkpointing before that. That's still like, all right, gotta go walk through this section
Right.
again.
What are the checkpoints? I forget what the checkpoints are in this game.
It's like a little dude sitting at a desk, and then fireworks go off when you run past him. Like that's. Having to do this stuff to me leads to more frustration than. Like this is greater punishment for screwing up.
Right, sure.
Than losing lives or
I think
having to
that's fair.
redo the difficult sections.
You got this. Until you don't, but for now you got this.
Don't jump there.
Just keep your eye on the prize. Don't worry about those collectibles.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, it gets all close to the screen. Oh. Just feel like you're taunting me here. All right, there was a checkpoint. Spikies.
Like, I remember when, like, the first one of those first E3's GameCube era, when Retro was just getting started, and they had like 5 friggin' games in development. They had that RPG. They were making sports games. Like, Retro was such a weird studio way back when, and then they pared that down to just making a 3D Metroid. They make 3 of those, then they make this. They lose a bunch of their talent to. Basically, the Metroid Prime leads went on to not make anything for like the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so curious about what these guys have been up to on the Wii U.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not another Metroid game. Although I think a Metroid game on the Wii U would be super cool, especially with the scanning and stuff. But at this point, I'd love to see these guys go wild with something of their own.
Like they've proven they can do well by old Nintendo properties.
Right, they are able to embody the spirit of things that people love and do something new with them. I'm curious to see what they do with an entirely blank canvas.
Oh.
Like, he made Metroid work in 3D. Like, that just should not have happened. A first-person game, no less.
Whew. Well, that was stressful.
You did it.
I did do it. All right, let's see this this boss level here. See if I can survive this. I think if the visuals, if you don't have the Wii version of Donkey Kong Country Returns to compare against, like,
Sure.
I think this is it's colorful enough. There's some stuff where some of the textures don't look great, and there's the aliasing issue, but it's still a pretty vibrant game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I think they do inherently make good use of the 2D, 3D space. Get a little cutscene here. Which, yeah, I guess if you care about the 3D on the 3DS, that probably plays stronger here than it did on the Wii.
Oh, buddy.
This stuff's weird. These weird tiki masks.
It's getting you high on music.
Hypnotizing all the animals in Donkey Kong Country, except for Donkey Kong.
Shh.
Well, actually, they play that up specifically. Oh, God. Bad jump.
Was that explained?
Well, there is a cutscene where he just, like, stands there and just kind of shrugs it off. Come at me.
Can you butt stomp? Is that a thing?
No. Oh, I think I want this guy to charge me. And then slam into this wall. Oh, didn't do it fast enough. Oh, he just ate me.
He's got that that kind of like circle on his back. That seems.
Yeah, but then he gets this spike back.
Well, it goes away.
Yeah. I think if I stay on the ground, I thought if I stayed on the ground, he was going to stun
I think
me.
if you go underneath him and then get him from behind. There you go. Like that. Three times. Ah!
Grow the spike back.
Now you got him.
Yeah.
Oh. Get that hard.
Gotta get that hard.
Oh, then it. You got one.
I know.
Ah!
Oh!
You almost had it.
Yep. Just classic Nintendo boss style. Just gotta figure out the patterns. Hit your rule of threes.
The bosses. I remember the bosses not being so hot in this game. Just kind of formulaic. I found the levels to be far more interesting.
Oh, again.
I guess the reason that I'm disappointed with how the 3DS version looks is because the visual style of this game seems like it would so easily translate to being... I guess maybe I just would have rather had an HD version, because like it would look so good just cleaned up. And then to have further aliasing problems and frame rate issues on the 3DS is just sort of frustrating. Gotta go under.
Is that my impulse is to keep hopping once I've got the bounce going. Just want to give him his room here.
Get ready for the big bounce. Oh.
Damn it. No, I'm just gonna stay away. Come at me. Oh.
And balls.
It's alright.
I should do the hops. Nope.
Nope, he's gonna do the run.
Woo. Oh, you got greedy. You got greedy. You wanted that double hit?
I know. The timing on Donkey Kong's jumps, though, is just so specific. Like, he's not a fast jumper. Come at me. Come on. Oh, you can do one of those.
No, he's going to charge you again. Oh, no, not the double. Okay, you got this.
We'll see.
Short hops, short hops, short hops. Oh. You have a third form?
Oh,
Ah! Oh, yeah, he's got a third form. Uh-oh.
Of course he has a third form. Oh,
You need to get that bounce and get some health.
closer over here. Okay, he's gonna do these.
Oh, you got this. Oh, no more health. All right, 2 more hits.
Oh,
Oh, you need to get under.
fuck!
Ah! He had his number though. That was the bit you were messing up.
Yep.
That's where you were taking all your hits.
You just got to be so specific with the timing on Donkey Kong's jump because, you know, he takes a while to wind up and he doesn't get... There's not a huge margin of error with his ups.
Well, also that's why what was frustrating about the Wii version was the roll is super useful as an escape valve, and when it doesn't function because you just didn't shake the controller enough, that was incredibly frustrating.
Oh, just that. That's annoying.
Sorry, you got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of hearts.
I'm trying to get him to run into this.
I don't think he runs into it.
He does.
Oh, does he?
But maybe just not in this form.
Woo! Change form.
Done. I definitely had him run into this and stun himself in one of his forms here.
You got this one.
No, my timing is just off. I just gotta...
Damn it. Get under. You won't be able to hit him when you're doing that little lift over.
There it is.
Greedy! Greedy!
I know.
There you go. Third form it up. 4 hits to go. Oh no, you jumped right into that one.
Right into the mouth.
Alright, even turf, even turf. Oh, here you go. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That wasn't what I was expecting him to do.
It's weird. Pendulum has shifted so quickly.
I know.
Alright, alright, alright.
No. Alright, fuck it. That's Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D.
In an alternate timeline, you beat that boss.
Yeah. Well, with another shot, I can beat that boss.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have not played it, it's an excellent platformer. Seems that, maybe technically speaking, not as great as I was maybe hoping, but does not seem to tarnish the core of the game, which is an excellent, excellent game. That
no,
missing on the Wii is so worth playing.
And this, you know, my inability to play this correctly is not the game's fault. This is just, you know, my own limitations, and I feel like this plays the way Donkey Kong Country ought to play.
Yeah.
Like the feel of the controls and the abilities that you have. Like this is true to Donkey Kong Country's legacy. So if you didn't play it on the Wii, this seems like a decent way to do it, even with the the visual caveats. I think from a control perspective, not having to deal with shaking the controller is a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do one more shot. I'm gonna do one more.
Okay,
I'm already on my way here.
Okay.
Oh, just I can't get any sort of forward momentum.
All right, you got this. Get under him. Oh, there you go. You can go one more.
No, nope, not that time.
Ryan. Oh, under!
Just I don't even know where I am.
Maybe that's just randomized.
It seems like he does a little more of a run up, like he no.
Look at that. All right, Ryan.
He charges up more.
Come on, you've got 6 hits. You got this.
Don't even say it like that. You're just gonna jinx me.
I'm trying to jinx you. That's 1. All right, dodge that. You got it. There we go.
Yeah, so this one, if I do it right, he'll hit that.
Okay, 1 more. Give me those short little hops. Give me those hops. Up. All right! Woo!
Ba-bam! Even an idiot can eventually beat the first world boss on easy mode in Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Available now on
the skeptics wrong.
the 3DS. That's
you thought
right.
it couldn't be done. You thought this quick look was over.
No, even I can beat it. So sure, this is good for ages 1 and up.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Patrick.